just sitting down on the couch and rolling up blunts and just talking. You know, I've seen him cry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because he was betrayed.
Yeah.
Like,
so he literally was hurt in behind the shit with Dre.
Yeah, because he cared about Dre like a brother.
Did you let him know I was over there with these death row?
Oh, that's what made it even better.
Oh, okay. So you told him?
Yeah, that's
okay.
right. He met me through somebody that was at death row.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, this dude's going AWOL. I'm home court, standing trial. I ended up at Ruthless because there was a girl that worked at death row at the time, and she was a receptionist. And I think I was trying to holler at her, but she wasn't fucking with me. I didn't have no money. But she thought I was cute or whatever. Yeah. She was like, you know, I'm going to introduce you to these people. But she called me on the phone and she was like, a friend of mine needs some beats. And I was like, okay. And, you know, at the time I was working with anybody that would come my way, you know, because Paperboy wasn't paying me yet. I was already screwed out of the publishing.
Right.
Royalties
so
hadn't ran in. So I'm hustling and I'm like, you know, she got some money. Yeah, she rap rhythm, wham. I'm like, okay, you know, go ahead and shoot her my number, have her call me. And, you know, back then we had pagers. We didn't know, you know, everything was page. You get a page,
pager, man.
Get a code.
With the code,
like, you know, let me go call it back.
Yeah.
And it was Tracy Jarnigan, Eazy's baby
mama, EB's mom.
But I didn't know. I didn't know that that's who she was. And, you know, around the time, a good friend of mine named Shari Henry, she was always telling Eazy about me. So I'm pretty sure she was like, you know, just plummeting his brain. You need to hook up with Rhythm D. And he was like, okay, I'm, you know, whatever. But Tracy put the nail in it and sent me his number. And he hit me, you know, with the 187. I still got the Skynet pager at the house.
Real?
Yeah.
With his code in there.
With his code in it and everything.
Boy, that's probably worse.
The battery is probably like, there's a battery in there that's probably like full on like acid.
Yeah,
you know.
That bitch probably about to explode.
Yeah, he called me like, I think like summer of 92. Paperboy is going off the air, just playing. So I think by me having that record, he was like, you know, I do need somebody that's popping right now. So he hit me up and he was like, hey man, you know, I heard you had some beats, you know, and the crazy part about the story is Tracy wouldn't tell me who he was, and she would just be like, you know, every time I'd finish a song on her, she'd be like, that shit is hard. You need to meet my baby daddy. He needs you right now. And I'm like, who the fuck is your baby daddy? You feel me?
Yeah.
And she's like, I tell you, just finish my shit.
So Tracy rapped at the time.
Tracy was rapping. I was producing.
Shit. I didn't know that.
That's who had that I linked up. She needed the beats.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, let me go over here and see what she's talking about. And I started making songs on her, and I knew how to like make the 2-inch reel go off, you know, put you on beat even more when you rap. And I knew how to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And I cut about maybe 2 or 3 joints on her. And the night of the last joint I cut on her, she was like, you know what? Come by my house, you know what I'm saying? And you could crash here instead of me, you know, taking you all the way back to LA. And I was like, okay, cool. So when I walked in her house, I saw nothing but NWA plaques and posters and gold records and everything. And I'm like, who is your baby daddy?
Yeah.
And she was like, my baby daddy, Eazy-E. And I was like, oh shit. Now, mind you, I know that he's about to get completely dissed.
Right.
Because I was up at death row.
Oh, so you heard all the shit on the Chronic, all the disses and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see how the universe is?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, go ahead and slide him that number, you know. And she, you know, like I said, she was cool. She gave him my number. And he hit me up, and I had him meet me at the studio while I was working on Paperboy's album. Okay. You know, I was like, I'm gonna floss on these niggas. I've had Eazy-E come up here. Y'all trying to screw me out of my shit. And he came up to the studio. I was played him some tracks. He wasn't really feeling them that day. Okay. So I didn't think that I had got the job.
Right.
But before he walked out the door, he was like, yeah, that was cool. He said, come by my house in Norwalk tomorrow night and, you know, bring whatever you can and just come out there and we'll vibe out. And I was like, okay, damn, this nigga invited me to the crib.
Yeah.
So the next night, I get in my little raggedy hoopty. It's backfiring.
Damn.
I'm smashing down the 10, I think it was the 91 at the time, the 105.
Before the 105.
Yeah, before the 105.
Mm-hmm.
And, I get on the 605 and
Mm-hmm.
I, exit, get off and go to his house. And, all of his bodyguards is there. And he had a bunch of equipment in the studio that was collecting dust. Wasn't nobody in there banging out nothing, but it was all equipment that I didn't have.
Right.
And so, he's like, going in there, whip up some shit. And I put out all these discs of some tracks that I had no influence on from anybody. It was from my brain only.
Mm-hmm.
And I started putting them in. And he was in the bathroom. This nigga come out the bathroom and was like, nigga, that shit hard.
Yeah.
And he pulled out like $5-6 grand out of his pocket, out of his sock or something.
Out of his sock. He used to keep his shit in the sock.
And he was like, you rolling with Ruthless.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I guess I am rolling with Ruthless. I'm $5 grand or $6 grand richer.
Yeah.
And
in the early 90s, that shit went far.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So that's how we connected.
Mm-hmm.
And
what's the roll call? Who was over there at that time? Because is it safe to say Ruthless was kind of struggling at that time? Because Dre left.
Right.
You know what I mean? He trying to find his footing.
Right.
I think this is before Dre 187 the album, correct? It's before that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. It was after Deep Cover.
Right.
Deep Cover was already banging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying Eazy. He hadn't released the 187 when he's up against the wall with the
Oh
gauge.
no, the Home for the Sick, the 5150. Are you talking about what I did?
I think
I did the
187 of Dre.
Yeah, way before that.
Okay, so what's the roll call? Who's over at Ruthless at this time?
Hutch, Cocaine, MC Ren, DJ Yella, Menage a Trois, and then a female rap group that I put together called GBM.
Okay.
And let's see who else is there.
Bone hasn't come into the play yet.
Bone hadn't arrived yet.
Okay.
What about BG Knockout? And all of
They
those?
hadn't arrived yet.
Okay. What about Will I Am?
He was there.
Okay.
I think DJ Speed was kind of doing their music with him. I didn't even know Will did beats then.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know he did. So you had to realize something. They were, if you look at the Black Eyed Peas, they started off, this is way before the Black Eyed Peas.
Right.
And Will I Am was Will 1X.
Oh.
So it was like, he was doing sort of like the Fushnikins type of flow.
Right.
Where it's like, what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
I remember the
but
Fushnikins. Yeah.
that was the hip hop side, like the hip hop side of LA hip hop got overshadowed by gangster rap.
For sure.
So everything from the Bay Area, Souls of Mischief,
Dale
to
the Funky Homo Sapien.
Yeah, all of that was kind of had its own lane.
Yep.
And so because gangster rap kind of shunned all of that. You was corny if you wasn't gangster rap. So he had a little bit of tough time really making his way on Ruthless. But Eazy was the type of CEO that believed I take a lot of stuff, throw it up and see what sticks.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see it. Because even with Bone, it was like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, Bone, they had a sound.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a sound that was left field at that
time. Yeah,
at that time.
At the time. It was
so
a sound
it seemed
that was
like,
left field.
Yeah, even with HWA, it was like he just said, fuck it, let's just see. It was like he was always looking for something different.
Yeah, because it's product.
Yeah.
So you have your, I would say, baby groups, and then you got your main ones that are doing good. So as a distributor or wholesaler, if you're selling CDs at $8.95 a pop, if you sell 200,000 or 300,000 of this one and that one, you do the math. You go on your calculator. The CDs was the business.
So, but Ruthless still had their deal with Sony, with Red at that time, right?
Yeah, they had Eazy had several distribution deals with he had his label, which was his imprint from Ruthless in Comptown, and then he had several different distribution deals with different majors.
Oh wow,
that's what made him a dope businessman. You feel me? So this record right here might come out on
Okay.
You feel me?
Was
On
he
Relativity.
yeah, he did fuck with Relativity.
Yeah.
Was McCullough still operating at that time?
I don't know, but
Okay.
he left them alone.
Yeah, he grew past them. Okay.
Yeah, that was a super independent time.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's when he sold a bulk of the, out of the trunk of the car type stuff.
Right.
All this stuff like Fat Girls on My Jock and all that
the
type of stuff.
NWA and the posse shit.
All of that was on McCullough.
Yeah. So you get to Ruthless. So, I mean, you see the equipment got dust. There's no hits over there at the time, So
yeah.
So you get to work.
I get to work.
Yeah.
So
what was some of the first songs you did at Ruthless with E?
Okay, so some of the first stuff I did was probably It's On.
Okay.
The actual title song.
Is that the It's On motherfucker
That
song,
one,
G?
Yeah. And I was trying to make something, I was kind of forcing the diss record.
Yeah.
As opposed to letting it come naturally.
Did you give him the play? Did you let him know I was over there with these Death Row niggas?
Oh, that's what made it even better.
Oh, okay. So you told him.
Yeah, that's right. He met me through somebody that was at Death Row.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, this dude's going AWOL. You know what I'm saying? And, I just never looked back. I never communicated with anybody over there anymore.
Right.
Once I met him, I was like, it's popping.
Yeah.
It's on. And because he probably was the coolest nigga on the planet, as opposed to everybody else I met that was Hollywood on that bullshit.
Right.
And I was like, damn, I wanted him to win because, he gave me a place to stay. I moved out of my parents' house. Got a bunch of cars. I was like a little prince over there. You know what I'm saying? And, him and Jerry Heller treated me like a king.
Yeah.
And I was spoiled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They paying me, I'm making thousands a week and just to go to the studio to produce.
Right.
He had the formula of he put you on a salary. So you just go to the studio, we pay for the studio time, and you just go willy-nilly and just create as much as you want. I come in and pick what I want and we start making it.
Right.
And I'm gonna pay you for what I choose.
For what I choose.
So I'm on salary as a producer. I'm spoiled as hell.
Yeah.
Money coming out to just having a good time, and and I live with Eazy.
Yeah. So living with Eazy, what was Eric like? Being that you lived with him,
A
what
jokester,
was Eric like?
a clowner, and he was really into like monsters and horror movies, and we both were like that. So he would get all types of statues of Chucky and stuff like that, and then he would like big weed smoker. So I'm smoking weed until I can't smoke no more. You know what I mean? And just like a big brother to the point to where it was like it's like I lost my brother. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And that was deep. I would have never thought that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it taught me a lot. I learned a lot of stuff about a lot of people.
Yeah.
Through just sitting down on the couch and rolling up blunts and just talking. I've seen him cry.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because he was betrayed.
Yeah.
Like,
so he literally was hurt and behind the shit with Dre.
Yeah, because he cared about Dre like a brother.
Okay.
And I guess the way that he felt that he was getting done was kind of shitty. You know what I'm saying? Just, it's like, I get it. Like, I saw both sides.
Yeah.
So it's like two wrongs don't make a right.
Right.
Like, man, maybe you should have paid the nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially you as a producer, you could understand.
Yeah, I could understand that.
Yeah.
Like, this is the genius mind behind the product that you're selling.
Right.
And then I could see it on his end. This is my label.
Yeah.
I'm taking care of you. Why are you?
So
it's more or less like, man, you're not starving.
Right.
But you want more. I can't give you more because I got other people involved.
I'm home court, standing trial. Why ain't I see you round back when I was down? Karma's on the way. What goes around comes around. Karma's on the way. There's nothing you could do now. You gotta pay.